Okay, welcome to the AB Trains' Christmas Countdown Day 14. You are joining me on Google Maps, something that has never appeared on the channel before, as far as I'm aware anyway. Now you may be wondering, where on earth are we? Why are we on Google Maps? It's not like you to be on here at all. Well, I'm glad you asked. As you can probably tell by the title of the video, but in case you haven't even bothered to look, today you are joining me at Little Bytham, Lincolnshire. And this is why we're here. In front of you is the site of the old Little Bytham railway station. This station closed in 1959. It has seen better days, mind you, although this was taken on November 2021, so at least 2 years ago. And it seems to have declined a wee bit. Okay, so here we have the plan or sketch, whatever this is properly called, of what Little Bytham Station used to look like. So you have your station building roughly here. This was once the old Edenham and Little Bytham Railway, which took you 4 miles towards Edenham. More on that in a moment. Here we have your platforms. Now, according to some videos, mainly on a model railway based on this, the station once had 4 platforms. So you have what I believe is platforms 1 and 2 heading towards Peterborough, platform 1 being the southbound slow and platform 2 being the southbound fast. And this here would have been at least platforms 3 and 4, platform 3 being northbound fast and platform 4 being the northbound slow in the Grantham direction. And back in its heyday, there were a shed load of sidings. So this is what it used to look like back in the day, and if we go on Google Maps, this is what it looks like today. No station at all. All the platforms and former sidings were ripped up, including the line that took you to Edenham, which went through where these group of houses are, roughly that way. Anyways, let's now turn to the history. Just before we get to the history, I've recently just looked on Wikipedia, which is where a majority of the history is based from. According to this, apparently Little Bytham had only 3 platforms and not 4. Which is strange because, as I've mentioned, I've been watching some videos of a model railway which is purely based of Little Bytham Station and the surrounding area. So which one is meant to be correct? This or the model railway videos? You tell me. Anyways, to the history. Little Bytham Railway Station once served the village of Little Bytham, Lincolnshire. The station opened on the 2nd of October 1853 by the Great Northern Railway. The bridge that you see in front of you was once the Midland and Great Northern Joint Railway, which connected Bourne and South Wytham in southern Lincolnshire to Ely, Cambridgeshire, and eventually onto North Norfolk. The Great Northern Railway were given powers to build a junction which would have connected the 2 railways, but unfortunately that never happened. The nearest station on the Midland and Great Northern Joint Railway
was just up the road at Castle Bytham. From 1857 to 1884, Little Bytham was eventually the junction for the Edenham and Little Bytham Railway branch line, which took you to Edenham. The public house, now called the Willoughby Arms, but then the Steam Engine, was built as the terminus, although the track crossed into the Great Northern Railway goods yard for interchange purposes. The Edenham and Little Bytham Railway, along with Edenham itself, opens to passengers on the 8th of December 1857. It ran for 4 miles between Little Bytham and Edenham. Unfortunately though, Edenham railway station closed on the 17th of October 1871 to passengers after just 13 years of service, which in my opinion is just too short for what could have been a successful railway station. However, the Edenham and Little Bytham Railway did remain open for freight traffic until about 1884, when the line as a whole eventually closed. Little Bytham was also served by the Edenham Light Railway, otherwise known as Lord Willoughby's Private Railway. This private railway linked Little Bytham and the Great Northern Railway, with Edenham running across the Grimsthorpe estate and passing under the Midland and Great Northern Joint Railway line shortly after it left Little Bytham. In January 1865, Lady Willoughby died at Lord Willoughby's home in Piccadilly, London, and a month later, Lord Willoughby himself also passed away. The following year, services were reduced to cut costs, and by 1867 it was necessary to end the passenger service from Edenham to make further economies in the face of competition from the opening of new railway stations at Bourne and Spalding, which were a major factor in the severe decline in traffic. The line eventually closed in July 1873. The Midland and Great Northern Joint Railway opened in 1893, with Castle Bytham Station opening on the 4th of April 1898. Unfortunately, most of the Midland and Great Northern Joint Railway, including the section via Castle Bytham, closed on the 2nd of March 1959. And as for Little Bytham, well, the station continued service for another 3 months until its too succumbed to its fate on the 15th of June 1959, just a few years short of the infamous beaching acts of the early to mid-60s. All of the goods lines, including the station platform and footbridge that connected the platforms with the station building, were all ripped up shortly afterwards. The station building and some other building nearby are the only bits left, as well as the nearby pub. The site of the station is located not far from Stoke Tunnel, with Grantham, Lincolnshire to the north, and Peterborough, Cambridgeshire to the south. And that was your history of Little Bytham Railway Station, including the Edenham and Little Bytham Railway, and the Midland and Great Northern Joint Railway. Please subscribe for the rest of the Christmas countdown, and I shall see you back here tomorrow for day 15. Berbanacht.